Well, not all subjects are easy to talk about, especially some that relate to different aspects of our health.
And they understand at Adult Pediatric Urology and Urogyencology. That's why they put a fun, informal Ladies' Night inspired event together, and it's happening this Thursday.
It is. Coming up here this morning, urogynecologist and surgeon Dr. Rebecca McCrary and physician assistant and skin expert Rhonda Foley. Good to see you both
Hi,
of you
Rhonda.
this morning.
Welcome back, Doctor. It's nice to meet
like
you.
We've said, we're not afraid to talk about issues on this show, but before we dive into some of those topics, what type of services are we talking about? What do you provide at your clinic?
In our clinic, we have 2 urogynecologists, 7 urologists, 5 mid-level providers, whether they nurse practitioners or PAs. We offer all lines of urologic service. Myself and Dr. Emily Kane are urogynecologists. We take care of ladies with prolapse, incontinence, painful intercourse, basically any gynecologic issue that affects the postmenopausal lady.
So that's the difference then between a urogynecologist and a gynecologist or an OB, like if we think about those traditional terms or roles?
So our practice is exclusively dedicated to dealing with prolapse, incontinence, painful intercourse, people who have problems. We do a lot of surgery. We've done additional training, so we did 4 years of residency training in OBGYN, and then we went on and did additional training to specialize in this area.
That's right.
Yeah, and some of these issues, they can be a little sensitive for people to talk about. So how do you address those? And I guess, how do you tackle that?
I think the hardest thing is for somebody to probably call up and make an appointment.
Really?
And
tell a stranger you've never met on the phone, right?
It's amazing how many people will confide in their friends, though, or if a friend says, "Oh yeah, I'm having a surgery for incontinence," and somebody will say, "Oh, well, let me know how it goes." And oftentimes they're, inquiring because they might have the same issue themselves.
But getting the conversation started is the hardest part, but once they get going and they realize they can trust you, there's no judgment there.
Well, and it's what we do all day long. So a lot of times we just have questionnaires that patients fill out in advance, so we can kind of see a lot of the answers and don't have to, we can kind of elaborate on the things that seem to be issues and not make them seem embarrassing at all.
We have laid a foundation for what they offer. Let's switch to Tabella. Rhonda, and who do you help and through what kinds of services?
Well, we of course do aesthetics and skincare. So I typically work a lot with injections, so your Botox, your fillers, Juvederm, Voluma. We've all been seeing ads and things for those things. But I really got involved in this open house because I think women's health is so important, and it's all about feeling good about yourself and being able to do those things you want to do, and whether it's because you're not happy when you look in the mirror or whether you feel that I can't do this physically because I have some incontinence issues or I have some other issues. I think the two, in a way, funny enough, blend a bit.
Yeah, well, and you mentioned the event that's coming up Thursday night, and that's why the two groups are getting together to address some of these issues. What's going to happen Thursday night?
There is going to be a wonderful open house, and we are going to have a laser there to help with the gynecological issues that Becky's been talking about. And then also, I'm going to be there with our Allergan rep, who is going to help us with talking about some of the aesthetic needs that women have. We're also having a couple of other vendors, Christian Nobel Furs. They're coming and going to have some accessories, some furs, some purses there, so it'll be awesome.
You're not setting up in a conference room, and it's not a conference style.
No,
we're getting away from that.
This is fun.
This is a Cinco de Mayo celebration.
It's fun as in margaritas.
Margaritas
and wine. That's kind of the concept
and
you're going at.
Prizes. What are some of the prizes you're bringing to the table?
I'm bringing 2 Botox treatments and 2 or 3 filler treatments.
That's awesome.
It'll be good.
What was important in this, because we're talking about, Mike asked the question, how do you make patients feel comfortable? And you thought a night like this would do it, where people could just sort of come in, visit with your professionals and others, ask questions. Was that the point of it?
That is the point, and it's a nice way for people to just meet with us casually without having to necessarily make an appointment. The event's free of charge. We like to have fun, and it's a nice way for us to get together and just promote our services.
And it's got to be nice for you. You're not in an exam room talking about some of these issues. You're getting out, doing what women do, right? And
Right,
and
having a
talking
good
about
time.
right, talking about all these things.
Talking,
But how do people RSVP? How do women RSVP for this event?
On our Facebook page, Adult and Pediatric Uro, there's a place to like the event. And we also have an email address set up and
We've got
a
that
phone
at the bottom
line.
of the screen right there. And then there's
Perfect.
the Facebook page.
Great. That's easy. So you'll look for the Ladies' Night event page.
Ladies' Night,
And again,
yes.
May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, don't have plans. Now you do. And you're gonna, right? The idea is take your friends, take your sisters, go with your mom, whatever it is, and just explore the options that are available. Because the point is, if you've got some of these conditions that are affecting your quality of life and something's been holding you back from learning about different treatments, ways to solve it, Thursday night could be the perfect time, and who knows, you could walk away with a prize from Rhonda,
Yeah,
which
no
would be
doubt about
awesome.
it. And if you don't do Facebook, there's the email address that we talked about, events@adultpediatricuro.com, or you can give them a call at 399-7896.
Thank you both for being here. Hope Thursday's a
Great.
huge success for you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks for
you.
coming.
Well, you probably